Hello again, everybody. Today I am sharing with you my completed floral, vintage style floral journals that I've put together, and these are using the beautiful kits from the Paper Cameo on Etsy. The kits I've used are called Bella and the other is called Flora, and I've intermingled them both together, and I think they've turned out really, really pretty. The journals are quite large. They measure 6.5 inches by 9 inches, and the spine is approximately 1.5 inch. They are two signature journals, and they have a hollow spine. There are two of them, and they have about 84 pages each. So I will try and get through this so that you get to see every page, because it has been quite the the journey getting here, but I don't want to take too long either. So they're soft covered fabric journals. I have these beautiful cameos that I've made on the front there with some of the beautiful floral images. I have used some corrugated cardboard behind that and put a vintage ruffled lace there. I have a little bit of lace here and here from Crafty Me shop, along with these little this little flower here, and this one was from a bunch of flowers. These are little cutouts from the I think it might be the Flora kit, and I've reduced some things in size. I like to play around with sizes of things when it's a digital kit, and that's the beauty of having a digital kit. You can play around a little bit. I've put some lovely beaded dangle trim along the bottom here as well, and these little tickets are just for my own reference, so that when I put them up on Etsy I know which journal to put the pictures with for that journal. I have my beaded embellishment on the top of the spine here, as you can see, and all the way around the journal I have this lovely lace trim with some ruffled ribbon and this lovely embroidered trim also, and also I have the tulle going all the way around under the image, and it ties in a bow at the side there. There's stitching on the cover, and there's also some ruffled fabrics and ribbons across the top there as well. And so let's have a look inside the journals. Oh, and I've also glittered parts of the image up there just to highlight certain points of it, and I think it's ever so pretty. Okay, here we go. And it is quite wide. When I package them up to send them, I will take all the inserts out of them, trying to keep them in order. I will probably put signature 1 in one bag and signature 2 in another bag, so you have some idea, but it's up to you where you put the inserts. You can always refer back to this video to see where I've put them. Okay, so here we go. Like I said, the lovely digital kits are from the Paper Cameo and Etsy, and so they're the only, apart from a bit of Stamperia paper in here, and maybe in a couple of other places, that's the only other papers I have used. And so I have this little tag insert here. I was just playing around with this. I saw it on Pinterest, and so thought I'd have a go at making a couple. So it's got a journal spot there. It's got some decoupage napkin. Such a pretty napkin, that one. And it tucks in like that. And then you have a tuck spot there and a tuck spot in there also. There's probably a video on that. I don't know. I saw it on Pinterest. But anyway, that's what that is. Lovely pocket there with a Crafty Me shop flower there. And there is stitching and vintage laces throughout the book. This is some pianola paper with tulle over the top so that it doesn't rip or anything, because we all know they're quite delicate. Lovely heart from Angela. Thank you, Angela. I have 2 inserts here. The tags that we made is one, and this is just a little flip up with some paper to journal on in the other, and that's made out of cereal bags. Collage work. I did do some light stamping on this, just some script stamping throughout, very lightly with a very soft grey ink. Making sure I stay sharp. I'm trying to get the best lighting for you. I've got 3 lights on above at the moment, so I really hope it's quite nice. Lots of laces. Little envelope there. Some places don't have inserts. There's nothing in this little envelope here, but it's a place where you can put something. A bit more stamping there. Journal card. And then collage. I've added flowers throughout, and they're all from Queen of Craft. There's these ones which are slightly shiny, and then there's washi tape ones that I've used also. In these fabric pockets that I made, what I've done is I've added some paper napkins for people to use. Instead of inserting the full napkin, I've cut the napkins in half and put one in this journal and one in the other. It gives you 2 images on the napkins that I've used. So, and then once you take the napkins out, you'll have the pretty fabric to look at as well. Sorry about that. More stamping and stitching. We have a paper bag pocket here with a journal card inside. And that's from the Flora collection, places to write. I've put some scraggly bits of paper down the side there and some little flowers and a bow. The little ribbon ends that I've used on the fabric and lace piece there, inserted a doily. That's a lovely lady paper clip. Isn't she pretty? So pretty. All those little glitter dots pick up under the lights. Lovely. And then I've put a, that's one of my own doilies I photocopied. And that goes in there to write on, and just one of the images from the Bella collection goes in there as well. A lot of these things I've gone around with the gold pen, which was from Craftspire. There, and I've got a little tag pocket here. That's just some offcuts of paper put behind there, and a couple of little tags I made from some bookmarks from Queen of Craft also. Little tuck spot. That is a bit of Stamperia paper, that one. Add a bit of colour. These tiny little cameos here I've pinned onto some fabric on the side of the page. That's the middle of that first signature, where you can write in there. You can also write under there as well with some beautiful Crafty Me Shop lace piece there. That's just a small image that I've printed out. Use as a journal spot there. Beautiful Crafty Me Shop piece of trim on that side. Some die cuts. Another little tuck spot. Another cameo there. This particular cameo, I was making these for the front of the cover, and I gessoed over a couple, the first ones I made, and gesso sometimes, and or any wet product on top of a printable doesn't always work. So that went a little bit yellow, but I don't mind it inside the journal, but I didn't want them on the cover, so I didn't do the cover ones. I didn't go over those. Lovely page. I love that page. It's beautiful. It's part of the collection. Little tuck spot here and a postcard. That's from Queen of Craft. I have a video on when I made those, and I just went around the edges of it with gold. There's my little beaded charm piece on the top corner there as well for BB Craft. I incorporated everything in these. That's a little tuck spot too, but I haven't put anything in there. It's nice to have a few spare spots. beautiful embroidered trim from Crafty Me Shop, along with that beautiful ribbon there as well. That's the other side of the paper bag pocket where you can put things. That's fabric there. And in this particular pocket, I have a couple of paper doilies that you could use. And another little charm on the side of the page with the ribbon ends. It's just a little flip up where you can write on it, but it's also a top pocket as well. Little journal card. And these are from Queen of Craft. They're the lady stamps that I stamped a little while ago. I cut them out with some decal scissors, and then I put these little flowers on them, and they're so pretty, and I thought they'd look lovely in these journals. There's the other pocket. There's the little booklets that I made that are going in here that you can decorate up if you like, or you can just leave blank and put some notes inside of them. And that's the back of that one. That goes in there. And this is the second signature. There's an index card journal spot. And that's a little belly band there. And I've just got a piece of paper. Put some washi in the center. I think this, because I baked the paper, some of them were a little bit brittle, I think. Yes, that one was a little bit brittle. So I put some washi tape on that one to save it a little bit. And no, I didn't gold around that one. That's okay. Just a couple of journal spots there. And a tag on the side there. And envelope piece. A lovely little bow paper clip there. Then we have 2 journal spots. You could use that as a bookmark if you wanted to. Some more trim from Crafty Me Shop, as is this lace here. Another little journal spot there and a tuck spot. Some more of the scraggly papers just there. And in here we have another beautiful napkin. They're a bit fiddly to get in there and stay straight, but it's absolutely gorgeous colours. Can you see those colours? I won't take it out. It can be a nice surprise for whoever gets it, but I love the way it looks behind there. And like I said, once you use it, you still get the fabric behind there as well. Little pocket with a couple more journal spots in there. More die cuts, and they're the Tim Holtz lace dies that I've used in here. Another little journal spot there. That is just you can take that off. It's like a paper clip, but you know, it's decorated with some beading and things on it as well. Really pretty, a doily. More beautiful trim, and that one's, I've got that from Ivy. Little journal spot card there. More of those lovely little envelopes from the paper collection. I've got a little bit of cheesecloth and my little threads, because a lot of these fabrics give off a lot of threads. Just another little embellishment there with the ribbon ends, little tuck spot, and this is just I printed out some of the Flora pages very small, and I cut them out in a strip, and that way it can be a concertina type thing there. So nothing, and you can journal on it. And that's the middle of the signature. And there's a paper bag with a journal spot there as well. And that trim there, I think that's from Crafty Me Shop. Another little cameo piece pinned to the top of that page there. More die cuts, doily. A little piece of lace. I there was a little tear in the page, so I needed to glue another piece of paper over it to make it strong. So I put the lace there, and I quite like the effect that gives. Little tuck spot here with an envelope. The envelope doesn't have anything in it, but I decorated it for this journal, and I think it's so pretty. And it's just made with a little bit of sari silk scrunched up, and I've just put a flower and a hydrangea petal, I think, behind it, and a tiny little piece of embroidered one of the little flowers in the center there. I think it looks very pretty. And there's a tuck spot on that side. I have enclosed, whoops, that's no good, that one got a bit bent. I have enclosed a CD envelope for you to decorate, whoever gets this, and put something in. I just thought that might be nice, and there's a journal spot there as well. On here we have another postcard and another one of those little flip out pieces. There, let's try and close that without bending that. A really pretty page here with some lovely Crafty Me Shop trim, a glittered butterfly and flowers. And this is another little booklet that we put together. I just put a lace piece behind there, and that's Crafty Me Shop lace, or yes, lace as well. And that's the little booklet there. The other side of the envelope. There are some blank pages, another little journal spot there. That's another little envelope. I just decorated it up with some vintage lace and a bit of embroidered trim, and that one is from Ivy also. So something to put something in there. I think it's really quite pretty. And then that's the back. I've put my tassel in the back there. You can put it wherever you like. You don't even have to leave it in here. Put a rosette flower and some lovely embroidered trim. There's my fabric samples in the back there as well. And that's the back page there. I made the paper clips into curly ones so that the beads couldn't slip off or anything like that. So that's the first journal. So that's journal number 1. And so I'll show you quick. I can go through the next one a little bit quicker because they're pretty much the same, but they are a little bit different. They're not exactly the same. So that's number 1 there. And this one is number 2. They do have different pictures on the front. This one is number 2. The cover is done exactly the same way. Different flower, different lady. Okay. And so some things are very similar, like we have the same pocket in the front here. We have the same napkins in both journals. It's so pretty. And I love the way this ribbon kind of mimics the blue ribbon in this fabric here. I think that turned out quite nicely. So there's another napkin in there, really pretty. And there's another one of those little, oh no, that one's the envelope. And I did put something in that envelope, so that one's got a little tag that you can journal on in there. Little doily. Love that. Such a pretty paper. And there's 2 journal spots there. And a die cut across there. That one there. That one there. And that one's a tuck spot up there as well. That's a tuck spot. You could do something. That's just a piece of paper. It was an off-cut that I've put in there. That's that. And that's the scrap paper tag. And the tags are in different orders in both books. They're not all the same. See, that one's got a little pocket there. And that one. I did add bits of lace to these cards once I put them in. And that's not a pocket. I know it feels thick. It's just that the back side of this was plain white. And I don't like bright white pages in my journal. So I had that spare, that page, so I glued it to it. So although it feels like it might be a pocket, it's not a pocket. Journal spot there. And there. And that there. Actually, I might move that one and put it perhaps in there because I feel like that needed something there. Whereas that's got that anyway, so it's all right. And then here we've got our doily pieces. And a little booklet in here. It has glitter on this one. So just the pages in there. Some stenciling. Little tags in here. It's a blue napkin in there. That one there. And that one there. Another one of those little flip out ones. Two in there. And that's just a little bit of index card that I threw a bit of scrap on it. And that's that envelope, and that's got a couple in there. So they both had the same amount of journal tags and things like that, but I've just put them in different places. So although this one has things in an envelope, in the other journal the little tags would have been in pockets. So one isn't getting more than the other. They've both got the same amount of things in them. So just thought I'd let you know that. That way they're not exactly the same. Okay. That's just the center of that. A signature there. Little journal card. Do that and that. And there's the CD pocket in that one. A couple of journal tags. And there. Lovely trim. Ribbon and die cuts. Journal card in there. Little flip up there, and that one you can put something inside of that. It's an envelope. And tag there to journal on. Oh, that's another one. It feels a bit thick. That's got a white, had a white page, so I stitched one to that. Just a journal card in there. Little flower, beaded flower, journal spot in there. Our beautiful paper doll paper clip there. There's our other booklet in this one. I love this one with It's just very pretty. And if you're interested, the whole series shows you how to make these sorts of things. There's our fabric sample, where you will find that in the series as well. And our lovely tassels. The tassels, of course, were BB Craft design projects, so you'll see them here, but they won't be made in the series for the journal. So that is journal number 2. And that's the back of it there. Oh, and I did, on both of them, I've put some buttons, and the reason, and I mentioned this in the series, was because I couldn't get very close with my sewing machine, so I've just hand stitched 3 buttons on, and it only needed it at the bottom. That's where more of the strain will be. So I've just double threaded some mother of pearl buttons down the bottom here, and just one at the back there as well. And you will see those knotted threads, and I quite like the way that looks. It's nice and shabby, and it looks like it's been fixed type thing, which, you know, a vintage journal at some stage will have to be fixed for some reason or another, I'm imagining. So we'll just go with that, I think. But just for, I don't think anything would have come apart, but it's just for my peace of mind. When you're selling journals, you know, you like to try your best. So, and I think it looks quite nice. I do like the way it looks. So there we go. 2 journals finished, and that is wonderful for me, because now I can clean my desk up and get on with something else. They didn't turn out as small as I would have liked, but it was a lot of fun making them, that's for sure. And that's what they look like. They look very, very pretty. So they will be in my Etsy shop. Thank you, Nicola from the Paper Cameo, for letting me use your lovely kits. I thoroughly enjoyed playing with them, and I hope you like what I did with them. And I hope everybody's enjoyed this journal series that I put together for you. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.